This is Reggie Smith. I'm a patient at our community health center, and I have a message that I would like to give, particularly to my fellow seniors as well as other patients. And my message is, if you see something, do something. And I'm addressing the silent killer that is now in our community. We know it by the name of skin cancer, but we don't often give it the importance in our lives that we need to give it. I want to tell you just a very short story, because this story is my story, but very well could be yours. I go to the dermatologist every 3 months. And several months ago, I had a spot in my head that I asked the dermatologist to look at. And he froze it for me, as they often do. That is, the first line of defense is freezing something that they see on your body. 3 months later, when I went back to the dermatologist, it was still there. And I asked him to please check it again. He did check it again, and he found that it hadn't changed, so he froze it a second time. The third time, 3 months later, I went to him again because it still had not disappeared. And he said, well, it's still there. And he started to freeze it again. And I said, no, this time you can't freeze it. I want you to take a biopsy and let's see what it is. It turned out he called me a week later and he said, I hate to tell you, that's a melanoma. So I immediately called an oncologist. They took me in the hospital. I ended up in surgery.
So I had the privilege to be able to take Reggie to the hospital for her surgery, which ended up being about a 3-hour surgery. And it was pretty intense for her. While she was in surgery, I was in the lobby waiting for her to get into recovery. And I began wondering, is there another way of detecting melanoma to prevent a misdiagnosis like this? And I came across something called Dermasensor. And I ended up reaching out to the vendor. It had just been approved by the FDA. And this basically device uses light and uses AI, and it's able to detect melanoma versus basals versus squamous cells with somewhere around 97 to 98% accuracy. And so we ended up contacting them, and we actually purchased the device, which we now have in our clinic. We were the first ones in San Diego. They came and did training for us. And interestingly, during the training, one of our providers had a lesion on her shoulder and said, you know what, why don't we test this on me? And the Dermasensor came back with it, with melanoma. So this is a really serious thing, and we really want to stand with our patients and make sure that they're getting the best diagnosis possible, so that that early treatment that leads to a much stronger prognosis.
And I now have to do a year's worth of infusions every 3 weeks to prevent any other melanoma appearing in my body. So this is the reason that I wanted to talk to you today, to tell you that you must be proactive yourself. Don't expect your doctor to do it. Don't expect even the dermatologist to do it. You must be proactive. And if you see something, do something. Don't wait, because skin cancer is very dangerous, particularly for us who are seniors. Our immune system is not as strong as it used to be, and our skin is thinner than it used to be. And we live in an area of bright sunshine, and it makes it more important for us to do checks regularly on our body. So don't wait for someone else to do it. Do it yourself. And if you think you have something, come to our clinic and have our new Dermasensor check you out and see if there is anything there. And if you do have a problem, we will take care of it. This is a message that's so important, and it's something that we do not pay attention to, is what's happening with our skin. Skin cancer is dangerous. Skin cancer can kill you. So let me just say for the third time, if you see something, do something.